Afternoon, my little modifications. Alright. I enjoy the Sega Saturn. You know, by these days, it's kind of got that, like, PC Engine quality. Of you go in and you know... You're so overly familiar with the PlayStation games. You know, because it was the eventual winner. So it's always fun to go back into the Saturn library and just see, like, you know, not even the shared ports, but like the, you know, unique games. I mean, I want to say exclusives, which does technically define them accurately, but like, it always feels like exclusive has that quality of, you know, a secondary connotation of like importance. And I wouldn't necessarily, you know, most exclusives aren't. You know, just, here's a fun game. And that's, you know, there's a touch of that to the Saturn. You can go, hey, look at this. It's like a slightly different dimension, you know? Not completely alien, like, you know, it's not like you're playing the PCFX and like fucking, you know, almost an entire console based around like FMV games, which didn't wind up working out, sadly. Although it does have Team Innocent, which is an actual video game. Combat's not great, but... You know? Well, the less said about that, the better. I mean, look at this. You know? I feel like the Saturn had more 2D games. Alright, glitching the fuck out. And that's one thing I wish had lasted a little bit longer. It's just, if the 2D had just lasted a wee bit longer, you know, if we just got like one more year of the 32X. If we just had like one more year of like 2D. You know? Because the early wave of 3D is just not very good. Like, there are some absolute gems, but like... You know, just... When you see some of the 2D games that they got going on this thing, it's like, could this not have gone just a little bit longer? Because we basically had to fucking wait until, you know... like the post-2000s Steam indies and shit to circle back around to get to the point where it's like, oh yeah, you could just do really good 2D games now. Long ago, the Demon King, Ball Pin. I feel like I'm in a Devo game. Alright. Because I really, like, I stand by this. Like, a 32-bit 2D game is always going to look better than a fucking, you know, 32-bit 3D game. I feel like those really aggressive scan lines on this. I like a bit of noise. See, but like my CRT has never had really thick scan lines. I don't know if that was maybe an American or an NTSC thing. But like, you know, it like even really old TVs. And I'm talking like some of those old TVs where it was like, you know, alright, what do we got here? Yeah, let's just fucking, let's feel a little more natural. Just realized his name was Gawain. Like, that's such an odd historical draw. Okay, alright. Gotta hopefully try to figure out. Alright, so X is like some kind of options menu. Starts pause. Doki? That little guy jacketed it? Oop. See, like, and now I think she's blocking. Yeah. No! That is a gaping fucking ball loss hole, man. Like, come on. I need bigger balls! Yeah, like, cause this, you know, my brother had like a CRT sitting around that we were fiddling with about 2 or 3 years ago. And like, you know, it might be, like, cause it could be an NTSC thing. I don't know enough about, like, the variables there. I don't know how to do. Alright, so I think the top row of buttons is all just options. So I'm guessing. Oh, fucking Jesus. Is that maybe like a fucking. The bunny girl's climbing back up. Fucking Jesus. Alright. What's happening? Oh, fuck Jesus. Oh! Yeah, slap her on the butt. I mean, pinball in general is a very busy thing, you know? Like, that's just what that has to be. Bizarro anime pinball, where there are no rules of physics, is just bonkers. Well, like, the blurring is good and necessary for a lot of things, and particularly these old games. You know, like, you do need a little bit of that, because it just looks chunky as shit otherwise. It's just, you know, you didn't... Oh, fucking cock-ass. And let's be Amy. I don't know, like... Is that like fire comment? Because, like, my thing was a little soared there for a bit, but I don't know if I'm able to take advantage of that exactly, you know? Okay. It's just... Ah, goddammit, fuck you, Wind God, help me out here. I think you're the Wind God, I think you meant to help me? I don't know what's happening. Ow, butt. I'm down here with this asshole again. It's really, really hot. Like, she's crying. Did I upset her? What's going on? Yeah, I'm gonna have to look this up later. I'm gonna have to, cause CRT shit's a weird rabbit hole. You know, because a lot of it's interesting. How it works is interesting. But I am really curious now, because, like, I don't remember scan lines. Like, I remember some of the masks, because, like, you know, that's how the things were built. Like, you'd see the little pixels when you got right up close to the fucking thing. Destroy all the furniture? Ah! Right in the hole, fuck you. Don't laugh at me. You have a cloaca. Yeah, you can't hit me with the phrase Austin Powers pinball for PS fucking 2. Was that really for PS2? That doesn't feel right. That feels like a PS1 game. Alright. P! I beat P! Okay. What? The music in this is bizarre. Cooking magic. That thing. 3 hours old. I think something the youth of today will never... it will sound like made-up shit is like forest porn. You know, like that. I could just... Oh yeah, no, back in my day we had forest porn. And just like, you're lying. And I understand why you'd think that. And Austin Powers GoldenEye would have worked. You know, if that had been the thing, you just do GoldenEye, but like it's all Austin Powers and goofy and funny. I'm kind of bummed I'm just stuck on this table. Like, I don't know if it's forever or what, but like, you know. Oh, come on. You know, like, I'd have preferred it if they were like different worlds. So I can at least, you know, feel like I can sort of go see some other shit. Are those the things from Puyo Puyo? What the? Ah, God, fuck you. Yes! This is like... Okay, I think like the fucking sword... Oh, fucking Jesus, shit. I think the sword ball... Can I have that? What are you doing with it? What's happening here? So much, there's just like... I think I'm getting overstimulated. I think I'm getting worked up. I think someone's grabbed my soft drink and they're shaking it, and I'm worried about that. Fuck. Go up. Fuck you. Oh, I don't like the bubble crab. Shit. That was a good shot. The little bunny girl's looking at me like she's mad. And it's like, look, lady, you know, I'm not part of the fucking fuck! Oh, yeah, like, have you seen pinball machines? Like, the amount of movies that got pinball machines, it just does not make a lick of sense. You know? It's like Cool World for the Game Boy. It's like, why is this here? Alright, let's see what Hatchley does. Because I think, like, I don't know what Fire Comet does, really. Like, the Sword Strike seems to do more damage. So I am kind of attacking points. Oh, okay, attack times 3, attacking points. Okay, right. I like attack, because, like, attack seems to make things happen, you know? Like, kill the fucking crab, and the crab can, you know, suck it. Fucking cop. Fuck! Pinball cheats. Yeah, take that, the moon. How do I wreck that girl's room again? That was funny. Piss shit, fuck. Don't eat it! I don't think the middle of it gets, like, you know, like, because the idea is, like, if you time the fucking flippers right, the cross-up at the middle is just the size of the ball. You can't kind of rescue yourself. Like, it isn't easy by any stretch of the imagination, but I think nominally there's supposed to be basically a skill-based way to not die. And I just don't think that exists in this situation. Alright, where's this Ninku thing? There we are. Now I have this. This looks like it's got to be based on some kind of anime or something. But this, I mean, if this looks like it could actually be half decent, like not like, you know, let's get it going at locals. But I mean, that's an interesting fucking art style, and like the hits seem to, you know, there seems to be basic hit detection and impact and all that stuff. God, I hate that. I don't have missing dependency files. The game's run. Stop doing that. Clash of the Toughest. This feels like it's based on an anime or something. Although I feel like I'd have at least vaguely recognized one of the things in it. That guy's not wearing pants! Okay. You just, I mean, I don't... Why is the option screen a woman hugging a penguin that's desperate to get away? Wow, this has normal and beginner controls. That's interesting. Okay, I don't want to play whatever that is.
終わりだ。
かかってらっしゃい。
愚かな。
結構暇だぞ。
行くぜ。おお。行くぜ。ぶっ殺す。
結構暇だぞ。
I'm gonna be what I think is the not munted Ryu, because that's the good way to learn games like this. They should hold fighting tournaments at Stonehenge. You know what I didn't do? I didn't save the fucking shader settings. What you have to do if you want your shit to like fucking not die. Okay, they've changed the menu lineup a little bit. I feel like that's frozen. I might reboot this on Mednafan if Kronos keeps glitching out. Kronos has been weird last couple of days. Since the last update, I think. I think there was some weirdo chaos. What is that hideous little goblin? Does he look like that for a reason, or is that just like a... Alright. When that happens, they're moving so fast. I vaguely remember there being some bizarre fucking, I don't know, behind the scenes argument about what's going on with Kronos, whether a core's updating or not. Alright, he's some kind of, like, martial arts goblin. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, so it looks like this is just 3 buttons. So we've got like, okay, got a light, medium and a hard probably. Okay, got a telekinetic guy. It's light, medium and hard. Maybe we've got like... What? Okay, holding all 3 buttons doesn't appear to do anything. I don't think any of the other buttons do anything. I did like a fucking DP in the air, which is not really... Okay, got some kind of flying thing. Fucking stop doing that, you fucking... It doesn't play like us. Like, that's the funny thing about, like, you know, some of the games from this period is, like, even the bad fighting games, if they have basic hit detection and stuff, are frequently better than a lot of other ones. I don't know what the move, I don't know what the command... Fucking, alright, buddy. I mean, it is interesting because there's a lot of different sort of bespoke animations which you wouldn't expect. Like, I kind of actually like the sort of art style approach they've got going, because I feel like the limited attacks that it makes sprite space for, like, you know, because the characters seem to have different sort of animations for what direction they're going in the 3D space for some things, and I think that's cool. Did I just do a throw? Alright, so I've got, like, okay, so that takes away the blue meter, which I think might be special. Are you safe? I think he actually is reflecting lightning off his bald head. I think there's a weather thing going on with this guy.
Oi, なんだ? もう伸びちまったのか。ま、俺が強すぎるってことかな。
Alright, I'll put a save state at the character selection screen, and then I wonder if I can just, like, maybe go into versus mode and, like, there's, like, versus the CPU. I just don't know how fully featured the game is. Like, I think that's a spirit meter. Like, that's the vibe I get from the blue meter. I don't know what I can do to, like... I mean, the problem is, yeah, it's just, like... It's just versus mode. This is somewhat bare bones, considering, like, the options were fairly solid, you know? Like, this is another one of those types of games where I feel like could work really well today. Yeah, like, it got 7 games. This is, like, huge in Japan. And, like, as you know, here I am not appreciating whatever that is. And Ninku. Alright. I've got Power Wave! This guy's got some... That fucking... That seems broken! Stop it. I was doing something with that. Sleepy guy. I think my favorite thing about this is the people on the right all look like they're in a fighting game. The people on the left do not. The people on the left just look like some guys that you'd find in any place where there's just like several skinny guys. And whatever that goblin thing is. Comic book store, maybe. I feel like comic book store would adequately explain all of these guys. Alright! See, I tried some... Alright. I can't get, like there's some... Oh, wait, there I go. Whee! Big fucking... Okay, so... If I just dash and like push button, I get that. That seems pretty good. Fucking stop it! I'm doing moves. Hell yeah. And probably some anti-air. Okay, so that's the entirety of that's. I don't like looking at that. How do you make that thing coexist in like a room of other completely fucking sensible characters? You know? I don't like you, little thing. Alright. Throw myself at him. Like, imagine making your main character roll, you know? What the fuck? I've got some kind of little story. I don't like you. Oh man. Alright, let's be Thunder. Oh, that's interesting. We don't fight Thunder Guy. Just a yard. It sucks, because, like, my instinct is this guy should be the grappler, but I'm just not even sure this game has a grappler. How do I do brain lightning? Okay. Look at that elbow. See, he has an elbow drop, and I'm kind of like... What was that interaction? Heineken. Shut up. Hole. Okay. I don't know how to figure out lightning bald head guy. God, I don't like looking at it. Looks like it's got some kind of horrible palate deformity. Alright, I have bitch slap. Okay, I can make hammers drop, I think, from like miles away. Stop that. Don't know what's happening. Oh, wait, I think I figured that out. Okay, I can drop pianos. These are some slightly confusing character archetypes, I have to say. Right, it's double tap down to get that. I think I need like maximum fucking angry meter or some shit to like drop a piano on him. Get him! That has a garbage jump. Ah, damn it! I can fix her. Okay, so this character's got walk speed. Okay, we're stuck in some weird dimension where we're not interacting. I can kick one of my own shoes off. I feel like this is almost like a double tap direction game because that's, you know, like I think I'm doing like circles and shit, and I just don't think that's working. Stop doing that. Doesn't it appear to be like strings that I can figure out? Alright, what I can only assume is boss monster. She does good. Oh, look at that. Just needs a hug. Just needs a good squeezing. Holy fuck, I found the guy who actually brought Hadoukens to the fight. You can't get me, I'm in my slanket. I knew that it'd be some multi-hit bullshit. The goddamn survival arts boss. Oh, I got a DP. Alright, I got evil hands. That's an odd duck, that one. Like, the basics are there. You know, like, and it seems like low praise to say, like, when you hit somebody, you hit them, and that actually feels pretty good. But man, like, that was not a guarantee in this period. It was not a guarantee at all. But I think, like, it's... what? Where's Godzilla there? God damn it, alright. What was the last one? Lupin. God damn it. Where is that, though? The problem is it's all in fucking Japanese, so I can't remember what.
You know, you talk about hands, they're a hand.
Vandal Hearts, bummer. So many of the great RPGs on the Saturn are fucking strategic RPGs, and I hate that. Yeah. True pinball. None of this nonsense anime fucking bunny girl pinball. It's around here somewhere. Oh, fuck it. I'm just gonna fucking try and find what it's called again. Like, it's such an interesting presentation system, that thing. Like, and I'm not completely anti it, you know? The game itself I don't think is terribly good, but I sort of wish... I wish there was a game that looked like that was good, you know? It's like supposed to be Lupin Sensei, Sage of... I'm sure I added it. Fuck it, whatever. I'm just... lunacy is an odd duck. Just gotta do it the old-fashioned way. Gridiron is such a weird sport to be the American sport. It's just people talk about rules and measuring and shit, and then nothing happens. Ding! Oh wow, Asmic. It's like the only game I've seen Asmic involved in that aren't like fucking wrestling games. A young Adam Sandler would have fucking nailed him. I can't remember the cop's name, but I love how he is genuinely very competent, but just can't catch Lupin, you know? Like, if it weren't for the fact that Lupin existed when, like, Adam Sandler was, like, 4, I'd swear he was based on him, you know? Zenigata, that's it. Because I've seen the movies. I don't think of, like, I think that's about the sum of it, though. I did look up, like, basically, like, if there's, like, a sane watch order or anything.
逆さピラミッドに隠されたお宝のことが書いてあるんだよ。モイランの瞳っていう名のピンクダイヤモンドなんだけっともがな、握り拳台はあるって代物だ。なんでも元は超古代兵器の心臓部だって話。前そんな物騒な目的に使われるよりもよ、このルパン様がいただいちゃうかって、まあこういう寸法だ。
考古学上今世紀最大の発見と言われた逆さピラミッド。ところが調査中だったイギリスカーネル大学の調査隊が消息を絶ちました。これで発見から数えて3組の調査隊がピラミッドの中で姿を消したことになります。関係者の間では
Yeah, this was the shit I dreamed about. Like, if you had like an anime cutscene in your game, I was like, you know, in the 90s, that was like the biggest deal ever.
こいつが逆さピラミッドだ。
An inverted pyramid's just a hole. You're talking about a hole. What makes pyramids interesting is they're not inverted. There's plenty of hole.
映したようにもう一つのピラミッドが伸びてるって話だ。どうやらこのピラミッドただの遺跡じゃなさそうなんだな。果たしてどんな秘密が隠されているやら楽しみだね。
Yeah, like I don't know about anybody else in terms of casting, but like it just.
まったくこんなとこまでご苦労さん。
You know, like him in his fucking 20s or whatever when he was in that stupid Overboard movie. It's like if he just grew out the fucking sideburns a little, it's like. Alright. So we're running through a fucking hole with bricks. I swear I'm gonna have to fucking roll Kronos back or something. I feel like something's happened. I feel like I'm gonna like look this up and it'll be like, yeah, the Kronos guy threw a tantrum and did something to the fucking core so it doesn't run properly. Because I never used to have that fucking problem. Well, presentation was such a big thing back in the day. Now it's just, you know, if anything, you're trying to get around it. But, like, having either the skill or the space or the time to put, like, you know, when you're having to count, like, how many sprites you can barely fit into your fucking, you know, tiny-ass cartridge. Having some to spare or working out how to make, like, a cool-looking, you know, single image for your ending was like a big fucking deal, you know? Lupin color. Change that with, doesn't seem to do anything.
Lupin 三世、ピラミッドの賢者。
Oh god, I can't see Modern Sandler as Gendo. Oh god. Ah! Okay. Alright, so I'm coming in. I'm hanging a right and going down. Alright. Lupin! This is the only entrance to the pyramid. The final passage slopes down at the end of the steep drop off. There is no bridge, so just jump as high as you can toward the glass. I love you, loading screen. Alright. Okay, I have pop a squat. Jump. Punch. Top right doesn't do anything. L and R control the camera. Really. I wonder if I can like crawl past us. Okay. Nope. Yeah, not now, buddy. I'm doing crime. Oopsie doodle. Okay. Okay, don't fall. I'm just gonna beat this guy up. Eat shit. Oh, that was relatively easy. Alright, I gotta keep a fucking eye on my... Mash what? Fucking... Ah, Jesus, shit. Aha. Get fucking... Couldn't walk over that guy. I'm down here. I feel like this might be slightly easier with the Saturn 3D pad. Alright. Nah, that's not so bad. Oh, fucking Jesus. Okay, I don't think that's the button I gotta push. Let's go straight ahead. Okay, so I can kind of trip over the bodies. That's interesting. Those guys are hardly... Does that do anything? Nope. It does, yeah. It looks kind of penisy. There's a penisy quality to it. Shit McFuck! So I gotta get that jump at the fucking end right. Weird lanky guy runs, man. Alright, let's put a safety. Help! I'm being transported. I don't know if he's like, if they're like, they're always aliens. I think those are the police. You know, it's a shame nobody practices the fucking ancient Egyptian religions anymore, you know, considering they turn out to be the one true faith. Isn't this one of the movies, actually, now that I think about it? This rings a bell. Yeah. No way ancient people could figure out a pile. I love when people say, oh, you know, different places around the world build pyramids, and it's just like, yeah, it's a pile. It's convergent evolution. It's just how things work. It's like, well, what's a structure we can build? A pile. Aliens. Like, I'm struggling to remember. Like, I don't... So I remember Castle of Cagliostro, because that one got, like, pretty big hype, and, like... Alright, so... I think the blue means, like, slidey. It's like everywhere invented hands at the same time. Alright. Ooh. Stop that. Okay, doesn't appear to be any kind of item menu or anything. Uh-huh. Alright, so this isn't like a step platformer. I can't like... I was kind of hoping there was going to be like, you know, maybe like crawl or something, like, you know, just... Alright, I'm still only... Alright, doesn't appear to be any kind of... Alright, I think like X and a direction is just insta-fucking wacky sprint. But like, I can't... You know, I'm not sure what picking up that gun and the fucking sword did. Like, is that something to do with like fucking... Huh, alright. Combinations, maybe? Ah. Let's jump on it. The crouch button in front of things to activate them. So this is more like a fucking stage. You know, I've had a puzzle. There's a hole. I need some kind of a key, so... I found cell A, so that's nice. Alright. Don't appear able to... Alright, okay, so I've got gun. Found gun. Suppose that's health. I think that was health. I don't think I needed it, but like, I got it anyway. Ooh. Okay, I think I got it. Alright. Blocked my shit. I don't think that's fair. There's more health. Fuck your shitty dithered fucking windows. Alright, that's probably where I need the key for. There's a treasure room. Can I push these? What are these about? Whoop. Double whoop. That's so funny that that's like the fucking about to fall in something deal. I mean, it was Sega's PS1. It used squares instead of triangles for the polys. Huh, okay. Ow. Alright, so I can't get him while he's doing an attack animation. Oh ho! Alright, now this I can push. There's no way I can't push this. That's universal video game for push me. Okay, there we go. Woo! You guys, oh fuck me. I tried. Ouch. How'd I do a slide? Okay, I have a slide. Aha! And got your key, bitches. Well, we've learned that that's not health. Maybe it's just points? I mean, is this a points game? It doesn't feel like a points game. Look, everybody, ancient Egyptian bullets. I swear there was like a gold thing around here. Ah, whatever. I bet that's health. Shit! Oh, okay, I'm still playing. I have to escape, do I? I thought I was like, hey, I won. Okay. Alright, don't want to go that way. Oh, it's you. What are you guys doing? It's laws. Yeah, it'll be laws. I'd say that's kind of plain, you know, for a Lupin. I mean, again, it's that issue of, you know, it would have been better, like a 2D game. I wonder how many Lupin, like, there can't be that many Lupin games. Reminds me of those old, like, what was it, Napster cartoons and shit. Yeah, that's going a ways back. Back when you had to, like, wait fucking a half hour for your fucking 56.6K modem to, like, download your flash animation. Alright, well, we've clicked on that. Time to go away and smoke weed and then come back, and by the time that's done, there'll be something hopefully funny. God, it really made you mad when it sucked too, because it's like that was time. That was a chunk of our lives. I mean, like, reading comprehension is down in some areas. Like, the US reading education has been, like, blighted by this 3-queuing idea, which is terrible. Man, like, I remember taping killing the music industry. They had to release 2 Don't Copy That Floppy fucking songs, you know? Like, what we learn from that is, primary concern is illegitimate. Yeah, again, tape. This was like, you know, I'm sure they're archived online, but you can find ads complaining about, like, you know, taping killing the music industry when people were recording fucking, you know, using fucking tapes to record albums off of vinyl. And tapes. You know, it's like, well, I think one of the core elements of your argument is kind of baseless. You know, again, you know how much fucking the GTA game's been pirated, and they made more money than God. Alright. I mean, of the 3, it's weird, I enjoyed the pinball game the most. Ninku was okay. I have no attachment to the characters or anything like that, and I feel like, you know, it probably isn't. It's a bit slow and it's a bit clunky, but it's functional, and I do sort of wish... I mean, again, it's one of those things where it's a bit like the fucking light gun shooters where you can steer your character around. That's just a modern FPS. You know, things have progressed far enough that that's pointless. That fucking Ninku game is just whatever fucking, you know, ArcSys are doing with their fucking 3D shit that looks 2D. It's done. We don't need to go back to this. You know. The pinball machine one was fun though. There is, I did read about some weird pinball. It's like you versus a monster or something. Like you're in, like it's almost like The Thing, but like there's a pinball machine inside it. And it's based on like those old like console pinball games that where there'd be like a boss and shit that was like kind of had like a breakout component almost. Like, the thing of it is like the basic, it's one of those things where the basic concept is fine. But then practice gives you a variety of situations where, like, the idea doesn't, like, hold up, and you've just got to deal with that. Like, never go on fucking piracy crackdowns. Because for starters, like, there are a lot more things I'll watch or play or listen to for free that I'm just never going to pay for anyway. It doesn't, if you put a paywall, I'm not going to interact with it. And that's fine. You know? Like, fundamentally people do understand the concept of value and value exchanges, and that, yeah, if we all pirate some weird little indie game, then that person is not going to make any money, and that does suck. I would prefer, like, again, you know, most of the time it's like, yeah, there's a little indie thing, you pay fucking $20 goddamn or whatever it is, which is not a fucking, you know, unfair ask by any stretch of the imagination. Like, what's that one that I've been meaning to look at or get? Is it fucking... Is it Phase Zero or Ground Zero? I think it's Phase Zero. How much is that? Alright, Phase Zero is not the one I was thinking of, it was the other one I was thinking of. It doesn't have a release date yet. Yeah. $22, there you go. I said that this shit was gonna happen in like one of the drownouts. Like I was, you know, I said it's like the thing I worry about is we're just gonna wind up circling all the way back around to fucking cable. What really drives me nuts is like, you know, and it's one of the reasons I prefer, like I like Disney, because then it's just like I can just pay and get a thing, but it's not even stable here. You know, like something that's technically owned by Disney, the rights have been bought by some local bumhole company. And they're not doing anything. Like, it's not like this supporting this local company is producing anything of meaning. They've just stood between me and the person selling the thing, and now they've sold it to them, and now I've got to buy it from that guy for some reason. I hate that shit. Like, oh, can I have that? Yeah, sure. First of all, though, I got to go sell it to this guy. He's like 2 suburbs away. I'd have to take another bus. And you know, he's bought the rights for it. Oh, okay. Oh, fuck you then. Oh yeah, no, again, firm advocate of piracy. But you do have to, like, again, if you want something, if you can pirate shit, but if you want something to fucking work, if you want something to, you know, if you want some fucking weird little indie developer or whatever to, like, actually get money and to survive and to produce more things, then yeah, you do have to support them. You know, when I'm flicking money into a giant fucking orifice of, you know, venture capital funds and other fucking scams, that I'm less concerned about. You know? I don't care if, like, it's completely, like, Apple's fucking film department or TV department is completely unviable. I don't fucking care. Of all the things that a fucking giant, you know, globe-spanning company could be wasting money on currently, good TV shows, probably the best of the bunch. Oh yeah, no, I've done that. I still do that. I've got like 2 fucking compendiums of Hobtown mystery stories, the 2, like, you know, big things. I pirated the first one and loved it and immediately went out and bought it. I said that on Blue Sky. The guy who wrote it fucking retweeted it. You know? Because I was like, hey, it's like 2 or 3 guys. You know, just making a fucking wild, really cool fucking, you know, graphic novel about, like, some bizarre-ass town in Nova Scotia. And it's wonderful, and the art's great, and the stories are great, and there's a fantastic confidence in its storytelling, which I really appreciate. But, like, I'm not gonna fucking, you know, spend $40 on maybe. I put, like, lemon and lime juice in my fizz. You know, and get a little bit of extra vitamin C and whatnot to keep the scurvy at bay. I'm gonna have to get Ground Zero. It does look quite good. Fucking monsters are eating Korea. Hey, there's a train! I mean, I don't know how bad your teeth have to be for, like, you know, slightly acidic fucking lemon and lime juices to, like, be eating them. I still got all my chompers. Oh god, I haven't thought about MC Chris in ages. I love MC Chris. Look outside, still getting updated? I feel like I only played half the game, you know? I feel like by the end of this it's gonna be like, oh yeah, there's like, you know, you only got like a tiny little fucking bit of look. You got but a fucking a touch of it. Where's the fucking community hub? There we are. Like, and here I was thinking I beat the game. Use special moves for some weapons. Added new Sybil save. I'm gonna have to fucking play through that again when. I mean, I will say the state at which I played it, where I went away and then came back, and in the meantime a bunch of excess content had been added and was incredibly disorienting, is the closest you can come to actually experiencing what the game's about, and I find that a really fascinating thing. So I'd say, honestly, get on it now while this is still occurring, because it's very on fucking, you know... Like, it did need some fucking, you know, tweaking. I bet they still haven't added recipes to the fucking stove. I bet there's still no recipes in the stove. I mean, it pretty much did end with us telling fucking Tentacle God to go watch MASH reruns. It's like fucking Yacht Club Games. Like, they made fucking Shovel Knight 10 years ago, and that's been a good owner for them. I mean, actually, fucking on that, like, is Mina the Hollower meant to be out or something? You know, I keep thinking about that, and then I keep fucking going, no, don't look. Because it went past, originally it was going to get released. Planned release date, 2026. Man, just... What could you possibly be... Why... Like, the thing is, the game has a 99% chance of being really fucking good when it does get released. So it's not like I can fucking complain too much. But, like, man, come on. Like, come the fuck on. I want my goddamn, you know... I've played the full Shovel Knight collection like 3 times in a row. Oh well. This is why I don't pay attention to, like, what's fucking the new shit coming out, because there's no fucking point, because either it comes out or it doesn't, and if I'm not paying attention and it doesn't come out, then that's fine. If I'm paying attention, then I've just created a fucking drill in the back of my head to bother myself with. Yeah, I want my fucking mouse Zelda. At least Ground Zero's out. At least that'll... A nice fucking, you know, Korean Resident Evil. That's better than the actual Korean Resident Evil that was released on the PS2 and sucks! Alright. Well. Still waiting on finding out. Gotta find, I think Randy did say something about when the Backlash thing is coming out. But I mean, man, if that came up for Wednesday, I'd be both very happy, and then we'd have... Oh, there we are. Okay. Plan to release Preview 2 before the end of April, so... Plan, possibly soonish. And that means Hell in a Cell. Yeah, like Halston. See, I'd forgot about Halston. And look, I get it. I'm not... But, like, I'm also a boob. You know? Like, I expect better from actual... You know, I don't have a business. You know, I'm not a business. I expect actual... I feel like the rest of the world should be slightly more competent than me. You know, I feel like that's important. If it isn't, that's a bad thing. You know, I feel like I'm where I am in a way that is relative to a lot of, you know, variables. But like, you know, I feel like yeah, I could change that if the will and motivation ever struck. I feel like if you're already that far along, I feel like there should, you know, you don't want to wind up like me. You need to, something needs to happen. You got to be more competent than I am. You know, like, I feel like your club games should be better at getting shit done than me. You know, my name doesn't have games in it anywhere. I didn't make one that was successful and should have... I'm not saying there aren't extra challenges that come up. I'm not. But I just, you know, the argument, the argument against what I'm feeling is that no, everything is closer to your level of competence and effort and care than you realize. I don't feel like a lot of people would make that argument willingly. It feels like something I'd have to fucking, you know, hem someone in over. Yeah, no. I'm burdened with command presence. Everywhere I go, people think I'm in charge and will ask me questions and act like I'm, you know, the person to come to with any and all problems. And honestly, that's just fucking draining. You sort of learn to, like, help. After a while, you realize most of the time people aren't looking for actual technical advice. They're looking for social assent for the conclusion they've already come to. Yeah, at least it's better than me at something. Like, particularly the getting shit done department. Like, I feel like other people should be better at that. I have a variety of reasons why I'm not good at getting shit done, and some of those are legitimate medical. Some of them aren't. But, like, there's like a fucking, you know, there's a thing in there. You gotta... Really is all just hanging together and fucking spit and twine. Oh well. Nice while it lasted. So if Backlash is out by Wednesday, we'll have some Wrestling Wednesday where I get to basically sit and have a 1 hour long ejaculation over a Nintendo 64 Hell in a Cell game. And aside from that, we'll have more Light Gun Zombies on Friday. I mean, it depends on if you're waterproofing from the inside or the outside. I mean, I definitely start on the outside and then put like a retaining wall. You know, you put down like a layer of plastic, then you put down a layer of bituminous paste, and then you put the retaining wall. Because it's easier to keep water when, you know, out when you've got something pushing from the back than the water coming through and pushing on the fucking sealant. You don't want like into fucking, you want out to in, you want not in to out, because it'll just rupture. That's about as much as I know about waterproofing. Which did become a thing when we first moved in here. Because water just used to come in downstairs. Parge the Lav. You know, the funny thing is most of that's actually like actual like wording and advice. Alright. So, if Backlash, then Wednesday. If not, then Resident Evil on Friday. I am actually enjoying, like, I feel like it's another one of those, the fucking Umbrella Chronicles and Darkside Chronicles with a few little tweaks, just a tweak here and there. I downloaded the PS3 version actually, which I forgot existed. So I'm gonna have a little looky-loo at that, because I might do Umbrella Chronicles or Darkside Chronicles on that, just to see the difference. Because I think I can actually get that to work with the light gun a lot easier. Because the move implementation for RCPS3 is just mouse, and it's very simple. I mean, I definitely try to put, like, you know, you need something that's both, you need, like, layers. You need layers of sealant, concrete that you've put, like, fucking, or cement that you've put, like, fucking, you know, sealant chemical into it, because you could put, like, this stuff in it, it makes Bondcrete, was the brand that I got. But yeah, don't half-ass it, because water will find a way. It will fucking find a way. Alright. That's about it for today. Play Sega Saturn games.